Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Longboard Championships here at Jinzhen Harbour, Taitung, Taiwan. I'm Sam Blickley, bringing you the live webcast with the wonderful, the lovely Shannon. And Shannon, who have we got in this heat right now? Heat number 3, round 1. We've got some world champions out there surfing currently. P.Rajzman, just thinking about world champions there. P.Rajzman in red, S.Fong Jr. in white, and D.Desoto in blue. Go to a replay of Scotty from Hawaii in the white vest, gets a tight 5 there, great nose work, good footwork, pedals back to the tail, accelerates through this section. Can he find a reform? Is he going to crack this off the lip? What's going to happen next? He just gets a swing back to the left. Great start for the Hawaiian. So currently scores coming through. We have a high 4 for difficult to get out, so just stay as we see that replay. So it gets the second 5 there and goes for the quick 10, pedals back to the tail. You can see the foam on this face. Look at the power of this Brazilian here. He spends half the year in California and half the year in Hawaii these days. He can handle the juice like no one else. This big, powerful swell that we're having, this is a typhoon swell, Shannon, so it's not the normal northeast monsoon pattern we might get this time of year. As we go to live action, Shannon, over to you. So great nose ride out the gates from P.Rajzman. That classic switch stance cut back coming through and just kind of finding his way around. As you can see, those watching back home, there is a lot of wind on the conditions today. It's not quite as windy as what we've seen on other days, but you can see Phil just kind of trying to maintain control as he comes through to the inside. Let's see if he looks for one more nose ride. Just a clean kick out. D.Desoto yet to drop a score. As we go back to that replay, look at that second wave of Rajzman. This is his, and that's going to definitely go into a high score. Maybe not excellent, but perhaps close to excellent range. Oh, that opening hang 10 was absolutely amazing. Right in the pocket, goes in with a nice controlled second maneuver and just kind of works his way through to the inside. So definitely capitalize on that first maneuver right out the gates. So really good time if you're tuning in from Hawaii. Get that left. They're going to have quite a long paddle down around the bottom of the harbor. Here we go, live action, the great D.Desoto, one of the legends of longboarding, of Hawaiian surfing there. He reconnects with his feet there. This is a huge foamy section, extremely tricky to navigate. He's riding a Ben Skinner Thunderbolt board there, hard off the bottom, comes high up the top. He's got some open face here. Incredible the way he navigated that first section. That would have swept many a mortal surfer off their feet. He's got a nice 5 there, pedals back to the tail. You can see how now he's into that bouncy area, but this is going to be an easy paddle for him. So he gets a score on the board. The great 2010 World Longboard Champion D.Desoto. S.Fong Jr. riding a Carl Shaper board. Scotty is a pilot for Aloha Air Cargo. As we see this replay, Shannon, over to you for a bit of analysis on Dwayne's attack here. Well, this is just a massive wave. You can see there's so much power with it, but like you said, he just maintains control really well. Any average surfer would be knocked out of their feet so quickly. So just a little check under the lip. Another quick little turn as he starts to set up for this quick hang 5. So he just slows his board down there, gets his feet fully locked over for that hang 5. A little bit of a pedal back, and that wave dies out on him as he tries for one last 5. So again, that wave selection really coming in critical. That was a super meaty, chunky, powerful wave. There's still 13.5 minutes on the clock, so there's plenty of time for these situations to change and for someone to really lock in a solid score. As we see P.Rajzman, the Brazilian, with a paddle, take us through it. 4 steps to the nose, gets a quick 5, pedals back to the tail, wearing the leash obviously because it's big, heavy. If you lose the board, it's going to get absolutely munched and crunched. So P.Rajzman charging through that section, a little bit of shampoo action there, probably want to throw some conditioner in that. Yes, he does for good measure, and takes a little swim, but powerful nose attack from Phil. I cannot emphasize how heavy-footed you need to be, how lead-footed to just make it down the face, as we can really see the wind conditions starting to blow very strong. It's difficult to emphasize how powerful it is on these screenshots when you're actually seeing the broad scale, the wind, the energy here as we go to that replay, Shannon. Wow, the footwork from P.Rajzman is just amazing. I mean, I think he had 6 steps to get to that first nose ride, and now locked in once again. Like you said, a little bit of a cover-up, and then he just gets eaten by that foam. But the control factor that Phil brought into that wave, to me, was better than what we've seen so far today. The judges are looking for. Over to you, Shannon, for live action of S.Fong Jr. from Hawaii. So nice footwork getting to that nose. I love that he just stalled and waited for that second hang 5. Look how long he's locked in there. That's a very frothy, kind of bumpy section as he kind of hangs on towards the end there. He goes down, but those first 2 nose rides, I love that he's pushing the limits on that. I'm really excited to see what the judges bring through. Maybe in tomorrow morning at the call, but it's great to see so many of them down here and just assessing the conditions. We've got Stephen Sawyer, Crystal Hewlett from Jeffreys Bay, South Africa, down on the beach, and many others take us through this replay.
So nice steps up to the nose there from Scotty. I know his wife Amelia will be watching, and she has a baby due on the 19th of December. So Scotty would be loving to take home the world title to his new baby due later in the month. He also has a son at home, probably listening in Hawaii. 8 minutes, 37 seconds remaining as we see D.Desoto paddling for this. He's going to set a nice high line. Is he going to go 2 steps to the nose or 4? Stretches out, gets a beautiful 5 there, pedals back to the tail, and look at those conditions. So tricky, so bouncy, very challenging.
To maintain that control with the wind factor, so good for those guys. As we see live action from Scotty Fogg, just coming in under the lip there. So as you can see back home, it is powerful. There's wind. There's a lot of different factors pulling into the waves today.
Soto in second, Scotty Fong Jr. in third as we see live action, Shannon.
And straight to the nose. Not quite hooked over on that hang 5. You can see about an inch difference there as he just comes down underneath the lips. And hoping for that locked in hang 5 as we see P.Rajzman, massive hit off the top. Excellent amount of control and flow coming through from Phil's. Look at this beautiful hang 5. Excellent footwork. Back on the tail. Can he finish off? Just gets knocked down in the whitewash, but that is good, strong, controlled, powerful surfing from the Brazilians.
It looks like Scotty Fong has broken his leash. Hopefully he's going to be okay swimming in. I'm sure that some of his teammates will be looking out for him, rushing down to collect the boards. We see D.Desoto there, 50 seconds remaining. Fairly impressive opening heat for Rajzman in extremely challenging conditions, and those conditions have deteriorated so badly that we're going to put the event on hold, and we're going to be checking in again at 2 p.m. If the conditions improve, we'll be continuing the World Longboard Championship. So keep your eyes peeled, get tuned into Taiwan time, check in again at 2 p.m. Thanks for watching.